The Art Critic. Title: Florida Scene. Artist: Thomas Moran, American, B. England, 1837 to 1926. Description: Thomas Moran creates a work of art directly influenced by nature. His Florida scene predominantly utilizes organic shapes. The southern landscape has irregular, often curving or rounded forms as seen in the vegetation, ocean, and sky. The few trees seen bear long, curving branches. Beneath the trees lie numerous green, brown shrubs and wildflowers. The untamed aquatic weeds surrounding the seemingly shallow, natural plant in the right appear to grow in every direction. The irregular, almost threatening appearing bayonet-shaped leaves of the palm fronds flutter in the breeze coming from the ocean. Above the tidal waves of the ocean is the clear sky. The clouds are ambiguous, constantly morphing into new shapes. Moran's piece is an example of that technique. Atmospheric perspective, a nonlinear means for indicating an illusion of depth. His subtlety changes color, value, and detail to provide a real sense of being present in the tropical climate of the Sunshine State. Tones of pale yellow unite the sandy beach and sky, evoking a humid, hazy atmosphere Florida is notorious for. The dominant subject or figure of the composition is the curving palm tree in the center, jutting from the side of a sandy hill towards the direction of the ocean. In the background lies the ocean, a large ship, and a passengers descending from the boat. These figures diminish in size, giving a feeling of increased distance between them and the viewer. These faraway objects are seen beyond an increased quantity of air, moisture, and sandy wind, causing them to appear much lower and less distinct than the foreground weather-worn palm tree. The ship and her passengers lack detail in comparison to the palm tree. The palm tree is complete with strokes defining each individual leaf or the palm fronds and intricate rings decorating the bark of the trunk. The ship lacks such adornment. Each plank of wood making up the boat cannot be distinguished, and the people in the picture do not have faces or fingers. The colors used in Moran's art are mostly comprised of cool colors, green vegetation, and blue ocean and sky. Analysis. In Florida scene, there is a balance between unity and variety. The components such as the trees, ocean, and sky belong to one another. These natural elements combined embody nature. They form a harmonious whole. If Moran were to subtract the trees, ocean, or cloudy sky, the piece would diminish in quality. The title would no longer be appropriate as these elements truly define the landscape of Florida. The placement of dark green, low-lying shrubs are repeated throughout, sprouting all the way from the left-hand side to the right. Variety is displayed by the many diverse species of vegetation. There are palm trees and oak trees, shrubs, weeds, and flowers in the piece. The people from the boat are uniquely individual, each walking their own path and wearing different outfits. Moran creates a symmetrical balance in his art. The left and right sides are not the same. Various elements are balanced by size, shape, or placement to establish a visual equilibrium. On the left, there is much activity going on. There are sails, an old ship, and her passengers are roaming around on shore. On the right of the piece is an enormous sand hill with palm trees planted atop it. The great size of this landscape feature is heavy and attention-getting, which helps to balance the smaller in size. Interesting loveliness of the people on the left. Immediately, the primary focus of attention goes to the palm tree in the center, the focal point of the work. The tree is visually positioned at the tallest as well as has the most detail compared to other aspects in the work. The green treetop of the palm highly contrasts with the white clouds surrounding it. Interpretation: Thomas Moran was born in England. However, is regarded as one of America's most important Hudson River School artists. His biggest competitors flourished from Hudson as well. They include Frederick Edwin Church and Martin Johnson Haiti. Moran had a personal desire to explore and paint exotic, uncultivated places. He is renowned for his panoramic scenes of the American West. Moran embarked on his first journey to Florida in 1877. He visited Fort George Island, which is located at the mouth of St. Johns River near Jacksonville. This trip was funded by Scribner's Monthly magazine in order to promote tourism to the unknown southern state. Moran's work illustrates the landscape of Florida, yet he might have romanticized the location based upon his bias of love for uncultivated nature and to attract transplants. In Moran's Florida scene, there is a ship and people in the background. The ship is in process of letting of several people who appear to be grateful for standing on solid ground. They are conveyed joyfully strolling. The people depicted have dark brown skin and brightly colored clothes. Perhaps they arrived from the nearby Caribbean island to seek jobs. The individuals featured likely convey workers returning to find employment at Fort George Ferry Labor Orange Grove. The Orange Grove had replaced the island's pre-Civil War cotton and sugar cane fields. The humans in the work helped to convince those skeptical of visiting Fort George. The island is not desolate. There are people, transportation, and work. The environmental reality of Florida is harsh and unforgiving. The climate in northern Florida can be more pleasant than the merciless humidity and heat in the south of the state. As revealed in the piece, Florida has sandy soil which is not the best for growing vegetable garden. Evaluation: Thomas Moran's work has value. It epitomizes the natural landscape one would discover in Florida. Moran's art is worth considering because it captures the unique features of the hazy atmosphere. Unlike his contemporaries, Moran has the ability to depict the notorious climate. He communicates the raw essence of the humidity found in the beach. I am convinced when viewing this work of art that I am squinting and sweating from the sun while watching people come ashore. Personally, I value this skillfully crafted extraordinary piece because it triggers memories in me. Florida's scene has value nationally. Originally sent to foster tourism in Florida, Moran created a masterpiece which highlights nature in all her shining glory. He succeeds in catching a moment of historic permanence during a time when America was rapidly changing. His work conventions the ideal rural locations a young America was known for. Moran can be regarded for uncovering the natural beauty America, especially Florida, has to offer. Thomas Moran was acclaimed for his expertise in bringing to life idyllic places, manifesting almost an escape as one would gaze into his works and feel as though they were there.